You're ready to pretend you know about football while actually betting on nonsense? Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107.
Because as usual, their Super Bowl isn't about the game anymore. It's about gambling on stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with football.
So, Kate, here are some of the weirdest prop bets you can throw your dignity away at this weekend. First up, will Seattle throw a pass from New England's 1-yard line?
Vegas says nope, 90% chance it doesn't happen.
Yeah, mostly because the last time Seattle tried that, Patriots fans still smile in their sleep about that one. How about this one? Ready? Mm-hmm. Will a Patriots linebacker catch a pass?
94% say no.
Now, of course, these actually both have to do with football, but they're, prop bets. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel did catch touchdowns in not one, but 2 Super Bowls. So somewhere in New England, there's a guy who just put $20 on it and whispered, legacy. How about this one? Will Stephon Diggs propose to Cardi B after the game?
9% likely, which are the inverse of the odds. The sentence just made sense.
Which celebrity Patriots fans get shown first? And there are a plethora.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Mark Wahlberg is the favorite, followed by Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, John Cena, and John Krasinski.
No, I didn't know Cena was a Pats fan. All right. Basically, the entire cast of guys from Boston who won't shut up about it.
Seriously.
Yeah. Another bet you can make, which Bay Area landmark shows up first on the broadcast? The Golden Gate Bridge or Alcatraz?
Oh, Bridge is the lock. Alcatraz only has a 15% chance.
Which feels low considering that's where every visiting team's offense ends up there,
Oh, my gosh.
Will Bad Bunny expose a nipple during the halftime show?
I hope it's just his own. 81% likely.
Really? I mean, America's children will be asking questions and parents will suddenly need more dip. This one's one every year. What color liquid?
This is my favorite one. But
and I'll say this, Gatorade gets dumped on the winning coach.
Orange and blue are tied right now.
And that means somewhere a Gatorade executive is sweating. And finally, who does the MVP thank first?
Hey, God is the favorite. Teammates second. Fans third.
Offensive line probably gets to around Tuesday or so.
How about the best and worst numbers to end up with the in Super Bowl squares?
Yeah, you don't want to get these numbers. Well, the best ones, 0-0, 0-7, 7-0, 3-0, and 0-3. They all make sense. The worst, 2-2. You're not getting 2 safeties in there, but you can get 2s another way. 5-5, 2-5, 5-2, and 8-8 are terrible numbers to get. So if you get those numbers, Kate, rip your card up and throw it away.
Sure, man.
It's Super Bowl week when the bets have nothing to do with football, everything to do with celebrity, nipples, and Gatorade.
Texting and drinking is never a good idea. We've all done it, and we've all regretted it. The drunken texts you forgot you sent. Prospectors collected them in Texticated on Rock 107.
From the 313, Detroit, Michigan, you kept trying to make scrambled eggs with 3 hard-boiled eggs. Area code 717, Harrisburg, PA. I just spiked the applesauce. Try to tell me again how your party's better. And from the 740 in Newark, Ohio. So how many shot glasses of coffee grounds make 1 pot of coffee?
You hit send, and we hit the floor laughing in Texticated on Rock 107.
Area code 248 in Troy, Michigan. They have a pepper shaker for pot. From the 484, Allentown, PA. How many thumbs am I supposed to have at one time? Reply from Philadelphia, area code 215. You found the shrooms, didn't you? Area code 925, Concord, California. Can you buy anything in the calf for less than $2? I spent the last of my laundry money on a chia pet.
Proof that booze and cell phones don't mix in Texticated on Rock 107.
Area code 802, Burlington, Vermont. Got high and weighed everything in the house. My head weighs 16.2 pounds. Is that okay? From the 541 in Eugene, Oregon. You slow danced with your carpet steamer last night. And from area 208, Boise, Idaho. I don't know. The only plans I have for sure after finals are smoking a bowl and eating a 5-pound gummy bear. By the way, I bought a 5-pound gummy bear.
Hey. We found him in your telephone in Texticated on Rock 107.
You ever plan a trip and think, you know what this needs? More awkward silences and fluorescent lighting. Good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107.
It just sounds like a committed relationship to me.
Good news, Kate. PennDOT is planning to bring back passenger rail service between Scranton and New York City for the first time since 1970 with 3 trains a day.
3 trains a day. So it's like Uber pool, but like slower and much more disappointment.
Here's the deal. Here's where it's going to get interesting. They're going to hold virtual meetings to get the public input on routes, stops, etc. So I'm proposing publicly right now that they theme every single car after The Office, and they call it the Dunder Mifflin Express.
You want a train ride themed after a show about people who hated being trapped in an office?
Exactly. I'm looking for an immersive experience. You board in the Michael Scott car. The conductor does a terrible impression for 2 hours straight. That's what she said every time somebody asks about arrival times.
I'm feeling motion sickness setting in.
Then you move to the dining car, which only serves Kevin's famous chili.
Oh, boy.
But they dump it on the floor halfway through the trip, and you have to pick it up for authenticity.
Okay, so you're paying like, what, $87 for a train ticket to get carpet burns and salmonella?
Then you have the Jim and Pam car, right? It's just for people making meaningful eye contact while you're trying to read the paper. Super uncomfortable, can't escape it. You're going 80-some miles an hour.
Is there like a bathroom room?
Yes, but a Creed impersonator is always in the ladies' room, and a Meredith impersonator is always in the men's room.
Okay, that's uncomfortable. I'll just hold it. Okay, all right.
The conference room car, there's a moderately incompetent middle manager talking about synergy for 45 minutes while your life just ticks away.
So it's like a regular commute, but now you're paying extra to be reminded of your own job?
See, you're getting it now. And when you finally pull into Penn Station, here's the best part.
Oh, boy.
Dwight meets you at the platform with beet salad samples and a very awkward hug.
I think I'll just drive.
The Dunder Mifflin Express, because if you're going to be stuck somewhere for 3 hours, you might as well fully commit to the bit.
Hey, at least you don't have a Toby car, right?
Oh, no. There's a Toby car. It's just for you. Toby, a broken Wi-Fi connection for 90 miles.
You know what? I'll just walk to New York.
Kaplan has the largest private collection of Rembrandt works, and he just auctioned one off for a great cause. It's a sketch of a lion called Young Lion Resting from around the year 1640, and it went for $17.9 million at an auction in New York on Wednesday. Proceeds are going to a conservation group called Panthera that helps protect lions, tigers, and other big cats.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouthyambag at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here is what has me jacked. Well, the Super Bowl's coming up, and yeah, I could say Super Bowl in that context and don't have to worry about getting sued. Now, if you've listened to the show for any length of time, you probably know I love football. And I've already been invited to more than a few Super Bowl parties. Thing is, I ain't going. I won't go. No, I'm not big on parties anyway, and I certainly don't want to watch the Super Bowl at a party. No matter how serious about the game the host is, there's always more party than Super Bowl at a Super Bowl party because people get invited, and many of them show up. Yeah. Lots of people love Super Bowl parties, and that means many different people show up for many different reasons. You got the fans of the one team or the other, and they want to watch, cheer, and strut a little when their team's doing well. So they're going to do that loudly sometimes. All of that's great, except it creates distractions for me. I like to watch the Super Bowl in silence, intently. I like to hear the commentary, see all the replays. Hey, I even like to use my DVR to create my own replays over and over and over sometimes. Now, most people don't watch like that. I understand. That's why I prefer to watch at home. But then you get the people who are just there for the commercials. You know them, right? The kind of people who know who's playing, but they don't really follow football, but they love the cutesy commercials. Oh, the funny ones, the long ones, the crazy special effect commercials. I love them all. Yeah, and they love to go on and on about the commercials during the game. Or you get the folks who don't care anything about anything except the halftime show. And they start in about 2 minutes into the second quarter. How much longer do you think? When's it going to be halftime? How come 8 minutes in football takes like 30 minutes in real times? OMG, shut up! I'm trying to watch the game. The worst, though, the absolute worst, are the people who don't care about any of it. They're just there because it's an event. Like New Year's or Halloween. They just want to be part of the fun. And they keep yammering on. And they're talking to you while you're watching the game. What's your name, man? What do you do for a living? You know what I do? I watch the Super Bowl. That's my job. Then I talk about it the next day. And since I don't jump up and down on the bed while you're working, how about you shut your mouth while I'm working? Enjoy your Super Bowl party, but really, please, leave me out of it. Trust me, I'm just going to ruin it on you anyway. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag I found Prospector and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
If your Roomba is listening, cover its ears or something. A 51-year-old guy in Florida got arrested after he walked outside in a residential neighborhood and got it on with a vacuum cleaner. His name is Kevin Westerhold. It happened in a gated community in Kissimmee, Florida called Windsor Hills Resort. He and his wife own condos there and rent them out on Airbnb. It's near Disney World. Cops got multiple 911 calls about a guy exposing himself. It's not clear if he was outside of his own place or a neighbor's. He was gone by the time police got there. A witness said Kevin was half naked. And yeah, they got some footage of that. Cops haven't released the video yet, thank God. It turned out multiple neighbors reported a naked man back in December, and there's footage of that too. No word on whether any appliances were involved. Cops got a warrant and arrested him. He's facing one charge for exposure of sexual organs.
Nominee number 2.
Because nothing says winter driving like triple-digit speed, police in North Carolina say a routine traffic stop turned into something much bigger. State troopers stopped a 24-year-old woman on Highway 70 after clocking her going 100 miles an hour during snowy conditions. According to authorities, she showed signs of impairment at the time of the stop. Troopers also discovered a 1-year-old child in the vehicle who was not secured in a child safety seat. The child was not injured and no one involved in the incident required medical attention. The driver now faces multiple charges related to speeding, impaired driving, and child passenger safety violations. Officials say road conditions at the time included snow, which added to the overall risk. Authorities did not release additional details about where the vehicle was headed or how long it had been traveling at that speed.
Nominee number 3.
It's wild thinking about doctors performing surgery. A lot of humans are similar on the inside, but you never know what you might find, like a 100-year-old antique of someone's butt. Surgeons at a hospital in France were performing a procedure on a patient when they discovered a World War I shell inside the patient's rectum. Naturally, the unexpected find caused a panic, prompting an emergency evacuation. They had to call the bomb squad and everything. And no, it's not some old story about an old war injury. This happened last week, and the guy was just 24 years old. He'd been complaining of discomfort due to an inserted object in his backside. So yeah, he put it there himself. He didn't say why, but you could probably connect the dots. Fortunately, the bomb squad determined the shell was harmless, but unfortunately, the guy is not in the clear. Officials are planning to charge him with some kind of weapons violation. It's unclear what he's facing.
Nominee number 4.
Because when winter fights back, some people respond with fire. Authorities say a Massachusetts man was trying to melt the ice off his roof using a blowtorch and accidentally ignited his home. Flames spread quickly, prompting a rapid response from local firefighters. Crews were able to knock down the fire before it caused further damage, but the home suffered significant fire damage and several residents were displaced. No serious injuries were reported. Fire officials confirmed the blaze was accidental and started during the ice removal attempt. They're reminding homeowners that using open flames on roofs, especially in winter, can be extremely dangerous.
And the winner is
the woman driving over 100 miles per hour with a kid in the car in the snow while drunk. You are the Yam Bag of the Week. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Just trying to get in before that 9 to 5 no repeat workday gets kicked off. Can you do it? Here's Rock 107 traffic.